Hello everyone, welcome to Digital Electronics lecture series. This is lecture number 17 and we are continuing with the K-maps. In the last lecture we saw how we draw a K-map from a truth table. Now because truth table is quite large, here you can see there is a 3 variable truth table. There are 8 entries, and then we'll see in case of 4 variable truth table there are 16 entries, and if there are 5 then it is 32. So the table is quite large to draw. So we can have an alternate representation, that is how to represent truth table in the form of a function. So before continuing with the K-map, first we learn this technique, how to draw a truth table in the form of a function. Now consider this is a truth table where we have 3 inputs. So there are 8 combinations which are given in this particular color, and here we have the outputs, the green one. Now how to represent this in the form of a function? Now there are 2 ways. Suppose I use SOP form. First of all, I will show you how to draw it in the function, how to write the function in SOP form of this truth table. How this entire truth table can be converted into a function form. So here, first of all, this 3 zeros, 0 0 0 is actually binary is 0, so decimal is 0. Then 0 0 1 is 1. This 0 0 1 is 1. Okay. Then 0 1 0 is 2. 0 1 1 is 3. This is 4. This is 5. This is 6, and this is 7. So this is what we have written. This whatever input entries we have converted into decimal. Now for SOP we write the function as f of ABC, because it is a 3 variable, equal to sigma small m because it is a mean term. Okay, so for SOP we take the small m, that is called as the mean terms. Now what are the mean terms in this case? If we see mean terms, whatever output is 1, okay, output 1 is corresponding mean term. So we have a mean term here, 1 is here, so this is a mean term. This is another mean term. This is second, third, and fourth. These are the 4 mean terms. Now for this mean terms, what is the number? This is the number 1, and for this the number is 5, and for this the number is 6, and for this the number is 7. So we write in this way, f of ABC sigma small m. So this is 1, okay, then 5, then 6, then 7. So this is how we write. Okay, so this one line can be used to redraw the truth table again. So what the advantage is, instead of drawing so many number of entries, we can just write this in this one single line. The entire truth table can be understood. Now let us see how we write in POS form. So this was SOP form. Now let us see how do we express in case of POS. So we write f of ABC equal to, this is capital sigma, okay, capital sigma, capital M. So M is a max term. So how many max terms do we have here? In this case, if we observe, max terms are those for which for which the output is 0. Okay, so this is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Okay, so I will read. So sigma capital M. So how many max terms do we have? Output 0. This one is output 0. This is 1. This is second. This is third, and this is fourth. So this 4 outputs are actually, we have these are max terms, corresponding max terms. So this is 0, then 2, then 3, and then 4. So this is what we have, 0 2 3 4. So this is 0 2 3 4. So either we can use this one or this one to represent the entire truth table. Now let us see how to represent the 4 variable truth table in the form of a function. So here we have 4 inputs, A B C D. Okay, so first I write this in form of decimal, like decimal. This first is all 0 0 0 0. So 0 0 0 is 0. Then 0 0 0 1 is 1. 0 0 1 0 is 2. So I can just write in increasing order. 4, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So we have these numbers. Now what we do is first represent in the SOP form. So let us see how we draw in SOP form. So I will just write SOP, how to write the function, express this two table form function in SOP form. So first of ABCD, f of ABCD equal to sigma small m. Now small m means we have to take the mean terms, and mean terms when output is 1. So what we observe is there are one mean term is here, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and 8th. Now what are the decimal representation of this? If you see this one comes here, this is 1. Okay, so 1 will come here, 1. Then I will say this is 5. Okay, 5 6 7 8. So 5 6 7 8. Okay, then 10 13 14. Then we have 10 13 14. Okay, this is how we have, this is the one line representation of this entire table. We can also do this in POS form. So in POS form we have again f of ABCD equal to capital sigma capital M. So this corresponds to mean terms for which this corresponds to max terms for which output is 0. So we have a 0 here, another 0 here, third, fourth, then 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. Okay, so this corresponds to this number is first is 0, then we have 2 3 4. So 2 3 4, then 9 11 12 and 15. 9 11 12 and 15. So either we can use this one single line to represent the entire truth table, or this one to represent the entire truth table. So this is how we represent the truth table in the form of a function. Okay, now as we have seen how to represent the truth table using a function, now suppose if we are given a function, then how to draw the K-map. So if we don't have the truth table, we have the function, then how to draw the K-map in that case. So first we see the cell representation of a K-map. So this is a 3 variable K-map. For this K-map is for 3 variable. We'll just see what are the cell positions, or what are the decimal number positions. Now this one, this first one, this one is actually A bar, B bar, C bar. See, A bar, B bar and C bar, it comes at this point. And here we have A bar, B bar and C. So this is C and this A bar, B bar. Okay, so this A bar, the first one, B bar, C bar is 0 0 0. So all are in the complemented form. This is 0 means this is 0. And this second one, this one is actually A bar, B bar, C. So this is 0 0 and 1. So 0 0 1 is 1 and so on. So we'll do the same thing. Okay, so what we have then is if we write these numbers here, what we'll have is this is 0 1, this is 2 3. Okay, then here 4 5 6 and 7. So we must remember this cell numbers. This is very easy to remember. You can also check it. I know this. So this is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So this is for SOP. Okay, this is drawn for SOP. The same thing is true for POS. The cell numbers will remain the same. If we have this, suppose if we have a POS K map, if I'm drawing a POS K map, so this is a POS K map. So this is A or B. Okay, A or B bar, A bar or B bar, and then A bar or B, and here C bar. These cell numbers will not change, they will remain same. So this is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. The same will be there now. Okay, so remember this truth table. Then now then next we will see how to implement or how to draw the K-map from a function. First we must know where the cell numbers are in this K-map. So in this case also, It is very easy to just by heart it. You can also check it. First is 0 0 0 0, so this 0 1 2 3, this is 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. The same cell values are true for even POS, only the difference will be there. Instead of here A, or we will have A or B, here we would have A or B bar, here A bar or B bar, and here A bar or B. Same things here. So C or D, C or D bar, C bar or D bar, and C bar or D. So please by heart these numbers. We will need these numbers when you need to remember these numbers while solving the K-map. Now let us see how to draw K-map from a function. So we are given this function f of ABC equal to sigma small m 0 1 4 7. So this sigma small m, this shows that this is a SOP K-map. Okay, it should represent a SOP K-map, and this whatever we are given 0 1 4 7, they represent output as 1, and we can see here these are the cell numbers 0 1. So wherever this 0 wherever 0 comes, we have to insert 1. So 0 is here. Okay, so this 0 comes at this position, so this position becomes 1. Now next 1 is here, this one, so this one is actually here. So in K-map this will become 1. Now next is 4. This 4, where this 4 comes at this point, at the rightmost corner, topmost right corner. So this 4, this will become 1. And finally this 7 comes at this point, third column, last row, so this is 1, and rest all are zeros. This all are zeros. So this is how we draw the K-map from this particular function. So this is SOP. Next we see a POS case. So here we are given a function f of ABC is capital sigma capital M 0 2 5 7. So this capital M shows that we have to draw a POS K-map, POS, and this number 0 2 5 7, their output is 0. So here we see the cell numbers in this K-map. So we see 0, this is 0 comes here, so this 0 cell number, this is 0. Next, second, number 2, this is 2, so 2 comes here in this case, so this is also 0. Now next comes 5 is here, rightmost bottom, so this is 0. And then 7 is here, this is 7th position, this becomes 0. Rest all are 1. So this is how we draw the K-map from a function. This is a POS K-map. So whenever we have small m, we draw the SOP K-map, and cell numbers are taken as 1. And whenever we have this capital M, we draw the POS, taking all the cell numbers as whatever given is 0, and rest all as 1. So this is what we have. Now let us see how to draw a K-map, a 4-variable K-map from a function. So this is the function given to us. F of ABCD is sigma small m 0 1 2 5 7 11 13. So small m means this is a SOP K-map. This has to be SOP K-map, and all these numbers, they must be 1. So means here we will see this how to draw. So this 0 cell number must be 1. So this 0 cell number comes at this point, this is 0, so this becomes 1. So this becomes 1. Now next is cell number 1. Cell number 1 is at this point, so this is the cell number 1, so this becomes 1. Now 2, so 2 comes at this position, so this is 1. Then we have 5, the 5 is at this position, this becomes 1. Then 7 is at this, just below this is 7. Then 11 13, so 11 is here and 13 is here, so this is 13 and this is 11. Rest all are zeros. So it's very simple to draw. Now you can imagine if we had to draw a truth table. So this would have been difficult, but this is much easier. We just require one single line to represent the entire truth table, and it is easier for us to even draw the K-map. So this is for SOP K-map. Now let us see the case for POS. So f of ABCD is sigma, capital M 0, 1, 2, 5, 7, 11, 13. So this capital M shows that this is a POS. Cell numbers remain the same, and this all the numbers, cell numbers, they should be 0. So this 0 comes here, this 0, sorry, this 0 comes, so this becomes 0, and here this is 1, so this becomes 0. Then 5, next is 5, 5 is here, so this becomes 0. Then 7 is just below this, so this becomes 0. Then 11 and 13, okay, this is 11, this is 13, so this 13 becomes 0, and this 11 becomes 0. Rest all are 1. So in POS we mark 1 and make all rest as 0, and in POS we mark the given cell numbers as 0 and all the others as 1. So this is the technique of drawing the K-maps. Now next we will study how to solve the K-map. Till now we have just learned how to draw the K-map. So of course learning technique is quite time consuming, but once we learn it, it takes just 2 minutes to solve a K-map. So it is very easy. So that's all for this session. In the next session we will see the techniques of solving the K-map. Thanks for watching.